It's Kent and Izzy with another great review. This is a new truck, a brand new truck. And this is the 2023 Ram Heavy Duty Rebel Diesel. So Izzy, how much power do we have in this diesel?
370 horsepower and 850 torque.
Yeah. Yep, we're back at it now. Today is really cool. We're just about to go down Poudre Canyon. We have an all-new truck, and it's going to be one of the first reviews on this thing. I've only seen a few of them, but you know, somebody went to the launch and bring back videos from all the beginnings of this truck. But I've heard about this truck a long time. This is the new 2023 Rebel HD 2500. It's no longer just a 1500 thing, so they've carried over some of the characteristics to this. But it's also a diesel. It's a Cummins diesel with a 6-speed. So we're still running 6 speeds and 8 speeds. That seems to be Ram's mark. 6s and 8s and no 10s. But anyway, yeah, we can tell it's heavy duty because it's bouncing down the road. Quite a bit rougher than what the half tons are. But if you need it, this is coil spring rear suspension. And the diesel is rated on what it is, rated 1,000 or more less than the gas for towing because of the weight of the diesel. Well, yeah, I understand that. It's still got to be GVW, still got to be gross combined weight rating, but we all know that the diesel's going to pull more. So that's just a numbers thing. But because this is a 1980 payload, almost 2,000 pound payload, max towing on it is 14,920. So what most people are doing with this truck is they're comparing it to the Power Wagon. Power Wagon's been around forever, only with a gas engine. And of course, in its front and rear locker has the worn winch, has that 2-inch lift. Now you'll see when you climb in and out of this thing, it's got a lift, even though all the information I've got says no lift. There is a lift, because I have, you know, it goes up to almost my belt when I'm standing next to it, so yeah. I know this thing's off the ground a ways, because I am 5'7".
Climb up in there.
Yeah, you really got. I'm not going to take this to take the kids Christmas shopping tomorrow. They will not fit in this thing. I have to throw them up in there. So we'll do something else for tomorrow. But well, this is a neat idea that they've done with this, because you know the Ford Tremor's got diesel and gas engines. Well, now Ram does, an off-road kind of truck. And you know this has skid plates. It just doesn't have the front locker. And the worn winch is available on the gas engine, but I guess there's no room because of the cooling for the diesel to have the worn winch in this new Rebel series. But in the bottom concave, I gotta stop complaining because it's, you know, they got that camera on the end of it, so that takes some space. And then there's the convex one you use for watching your trailer tires and seeing around corners, but it's not magnified enough. It needs to be bigger. If that was bigger, like on my Ford, it goes the full length and it's big. I can actually I can see my trailer tires, and that's a big deal. Much clearer. This one here, I can see them, but they're so far away.
You gotta squint your eyes a little bit.
Yeah, it is. You gotta get your own little spyglass out and look out that convex mirror. But I like the good looking mirrors, and I think it's reaching fine. So if that's their new heavy duty trailer mirror, I'm happy. And you know, you can see our Moroni doesn't tell us squat. I will tell you everything's on here. These are not like the normal Moroni we're looking for. This is where Ram decides to do a limited edition Moroni.
We're just figuring everything out ourselves.
I know. Don't you hate that? I mean, I'm lazy. Why do they want me to do it? But it is a good looking truck, and you like the being all black with it, monochromatic, or whatever it's called?
Yes, like the color of it, the great big black wheels.
Yes, and I think these are 33. It doesn't say it here, but I think I looked them up. They'd be 33 inch. So they're like a, you know, a cheap off-road kind of thing. And this too, I'm going to show you the pictures I took of this. It's like what Ram came out with, I think, in 2019. When you go around a corner with your trailer hooked up to it, it measures how long the trailer is. And this started out being right on. It was 30 feet, and I'm 22 foot on the floor, 8 foot next, so I'm 30 feet. The next time I stopped and started again, it started measuring out, and it thought it was 20. So I don't think the trailer shrunk unless part of it fell off, but I don't think it did. So anyway, I always liked that feature. Now a bunch of the other companies are copying them too. That's what they do in our truck industry. They copy each other. So if you like something on one model or one brand, just wait a couple years, it'll be on the brand you like. You know, it's just how everything is in the trucking industry. But what did I say the color of this was?
Shoot.
You're right, granite crystal.
Granite crystal.
Yeah, and we know the interior is black. It doesn't get any blacker than this. This is a beautiful truck. I still like chrome bumpers and stuff, but everybody else on the planet seems to like it all one color, you know.
Yeah.
Like you youngsters.
Yeah, I do like it like this.
Well, that's good. That's good. Of course, this is the 5-link that they've had for a long time, and the tracking bar, coil springs and rear coil on the front. You know, it's like a, yeah, same kind of thing. Ram's been doing that for a long time. And this has the towing tech group. And see what that gives you. I think that gives you the trailer reverse guidance, the cargo view camera, the surround view camera. It's a lot of camera thing. We're going to try to go through those. This has a lot of new cool stuff for the trailers. And of course, it's a diesel, has exhaust brake. And it has, we got it in tow haul mode. Because that little trailer's up there. And we got the exhaust brakes, that little round thing over there. So we're all set. And we got the trailer brakes set right at, on my trailer, we're at 5 gain, which is just perfect for it. Lots of USB connections up front. I also have my Tucson trailer tire system, monitoring system on here, so I plugged it in and I can watch my trailer tires. Looks like they're all around 85 pounds. And I'll show you that when I get pulling the trailer, the camera out. But we're up here. The river seems to be frozen. Well, good gosh, last time we was up here, the lightning was like, what, 5 degrees or something crazy.
I know.
Yeah, it was terrible. Poor lightning, we froze it. But now we're back to towing trailers. Now this trailer is 8,000 pounds, which is that's what I use for most things. I will put some bigger trucks on here eventually in the spring so we can get some heavier weights, because this is a heavy duty truck. But, so, you know, at 14,920, this has a lot of room to grow for a trailer. I just couldn't get one together quick enough to tow that much with it now. But 8,000 pounds, they'll test it. You know, and it's it does have the rear locker, which is push button. We'll show you all the buttons on this because it's pretty neat. And for the rear locker, it's not a clutch that you wait to kick in. It's actually a push button. That's good. I wish it had the rear air, but it doesn't. I'm a big fan of the air. So, I mean, the interior of this is real similar to a Power Wagon. It's really, of course, it's like the Rebel, this little brother. I wish it had steps. I know it's all about breakover angles and off-roading, blah, 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 blah. But the ones that fold up, you know, they would be out of your way. Use them for a rock rail.
Just go right out of the way.
Exactly. Because I have to jump in this thing to get in. And I've only got so many jumps in me in a day.
I guess it's a young people's truck.
Yes. See, that's why you're driving, because you're in charge, man. I'll just have to crawl out and then climb back up the rope to get in it once in a while.
I have to give you a knee.
Yes. Oh, yes. Let's do that. Kick my ass. Get me in here. Oh, I wish I knew exactly what the lift is. To me, it's at least 2 inches. It seems a lot more. And I'm sure they have to lift it for these giant 33-inch tires. But, you know, that's kind of how that works. And it also gives you more clearance, you know, the bigger the tire. And especially those deep well sidewall ones like this one, then you can, you know, get more height to climb over the Rocky Mountains. Right where we're at, Poudre Canyon, all the Rocky Mountains here. And you can floor it whenever there's a straightaway that you trust, because this has got some beans.
It does have some power.
That beautiful grill on the side. Got that. So you got 3 grills on the hood. One on each side, one in the middle. The brakes are 14-inch front and rear. That's good. They've been 14-inch for quite a while. This is a 373 rear end, so that helps it with towing. I mean, that's getting to be kind of the standard one. The 6-speed almost been actually have 410s, but then you kind of limit it on fuel mileage. But this is kind of a combination highway and off-road truck. Like it's getting common. That's what you know, Chevy did the same kind of thing on their ZR2 and their 2500. And I cannot remember if this is ZR2. That 3500 probably is one Cummins. I just don't remember. Now, tell me this, Izzy, how come the ice is green?
Green. I was just gonna say the same thing.
Somebody drive a John Deere in the river? What happened?
It's awfully pretty though when it's green like that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the needles off the pines. I don't know what it is.
Maybe, yeah.
It's wild.
It's really pretty. Or maybe the green rocks, because I know some of these rocks have like a greenish.
Yeah, they do. And then they got green moss on them too on the south side. So maybe some rocks rolled in the river. I don't know. Maybe there's some rafter that got smashed and nobody can get it in the green and it's dying in the river. Who knows? There's a lot of it green.
It wasn't green last time.
No, it wasn't. It was all white. This has got 17 speakers. They're called Harman Kardon, whatever that is.
Huh. I've not heard of that brand.
So what did I tell you the cost of this damn thing was?
A lot.
Yeah, it's about, well, it's actually
About the Lightning.
Yeah, it's a hair under. The Lightning was 93. This is 91,730 bucks.
Mm-hmm.
First mono beam axle, solid axles, stabilizer bars.
I figured though, it looks like an expensive truck.
Yeah, it does. It looks pretty classy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what this looks like. There it is. It's not the whole screen. Might be too much. This is just right. See, it looks good there. So I don't know if it needs the contrast adjusted or what. But that shows you all the way down the trailer. You can kind of see the trailer. Oh, it didn't do it forever. I guess it only wants to go so long. But you can see the trailer behind us. You can see all the way past it and that whole lane next to us, which is the important thing. Mm-hmm. The lane next to us. Yeah, that's good. So you love this truck.
Yes, I like the look of it.
Yeah, black. You like it all black.
It's all blacked out.
Oh, cool.
And it's powerful. It's big.
And you know I like the mirrors. Yep. Now we're gonna play with our new power. Oh, look at that power folds. Oh man, that's cool. And they power slide. And then the cutout now is on the bottom, where the cutout used to be on the top, where you really noticed it. And you notice it in the cab, but you don't notice from the outside. So it's still a good-looking mirror from the outside. But they have to have something to make it look cool. When it slides all the way in, it has to fit.
Yeah.
And that's what that gap does. It makes it fit nice and tight. No, these are congratulations, Ram. I'm impressed with your mirrors. Please throw the convex in the bottom, make it a little stronger so it magnifies my trailer wheels.
Yeah, that's about the only thing.
Yeah.
Don't go away, MrTruck.tv. We'll be right back.
Yeah. Whoa, look at that tailgate. That is incredible. Dampened and powered. Does it go back up? No.
Ooh, what's going on?
Is it doing something goofy?
That was funny, yeah.
Is it the steering or power? Or
No, it was the power.
Oh.
I don't know what it just did. It just like slowed way down and kind of jerked a little bit.
That's
the power.
the exhaust brake.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah, and whenever you let off the gas, I've got it turned on.
Yeah.
It'll actually try to slow you down.
Okay, I don't think that was on earlier, so it confused me.
Yeah. It's the exhaust brake. It's actually like putting a butterfly on your, or putting a potato in your exhaust. It builds up back pressure, which slows you down.
Yeah, that's kind of like what our diesel car does.
Yeah, well, it has exhaust brake. Well, that's interesting.
Well, like when you let off the gas, it like slows the car way down.
Yeah, you seen a button on to shut that off?
I have not.
Because that you don't build too much trailers with that, so that's my surprise they did that. But it really saves on your brakes, you know.
Yeah, you really don't have to hit on the brakes a whole lot because once you let off the gas, it just slows it up right away.
Well, that's good. That's good. It's about the best brakes you can have is a combination of foot brake you have, engine brake on a semi, or exhaust brake on all smaller ones. And the diesel option on this is not the high output; it's the standard diesel. It's $9,595, and the whole truck. You know, if you were going gas engine to gas engine, like you can get this with a 6, it's more expensive. What if I wrote that down? I know that conversion, of course, is more expensive, but that's because on the Power Wagon has locked front and rear, has the Warn winch as part of the package, more skid plates and all that. So it might even have some different crawl controls. This here just has a high and low transfer case like most trucks have, especially the heavy duty ones. But yep. Oh, it's 2,000 pounds less towing than the diesel, which is at 14,920. So if you got the diesel, you'd be at 16,920.
Oh, so it's more?
Yeah. The gas engine is because of the weight of the diesel engine. Yeah, so actually they cut you that much back on towing with the diesel. It's wild.
That's quite a bit.
I know. I should just take. I could see it $1,000 or 1,000 pounds off,
yeah.
or 2,000. That's a lot. Yeah, and I think we have about 8,000. I know we have 8,000 pounds of trailer, and I think I've loaded things a little heavier. And so I'm guessing we're at 900 pounds of tongue weight. And I know when I was doing all this that it squatted a couple inches. And you know, we're a long ways, not quite half of maximum capacity of towing on this truck. So I was surprised 2 inches, which means if you were loaded with these coils, you'd be 3 inches squat,
Right.
which isn't right. But of course, if you get the airbags, you got no squat. So I'm a big fan of the Ram airbags. What are we going to talk about? What are you getting for Christmas?
Oh boy, I don't even know.
Oh my goodness! Well, I hope it's not coal. You've been good,
I hope
right?
it's not cold too.
Did you get your
Could
horses
be.
something and all your animals, your dogs, your you don't have chickens, you have goats.
Goats.
Did you get them?
They're getting hay for Christmas.
They're getting
That's
hay
what
for
they're
Christmas.
getting.
Well, goodness,
Oh,
is it special
boy.
hay? Is it frosted hay?
They eat all my money.
Yeah, they do. That's how animals are. I remember the days when I had hundreds and hundreds of animals,
Yeah.
and it cost a lot of money.
Hay is just crazy.
You have a tree, right?
Oh, what?
A Christmas tree?
I do.
There you go.
It's a deer-themed Christmas tree.
Deer theme.
It's got little bows with deers on them.
Oh, cool. Does it have
And
the
then it's
antlers
got-
of the dead deer?
Yeah. Well, it's got antlers in it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's
These
cool.
ornaments that are antlers,
Well, that's a good way to go.
and then it's got some guns on it.
Guns?
Yep.
Wow, high-powered rifles?
Yep.
Or-
Hung them right up there on the tree.
So you get the deer on the tree, and then you get the gun on the tree, so
Yeah.
somebody can shoot the deer, right? Is that the plan? You guys are vicious. Poor Bambi out there running all over the tree,
I know.
getting shot at.
Really.
I don't know.
Really. My neighbors would hate it.
Yeah, probably
They
so.
would be like, "You guys."
Well, at least you don't have venison hanging, you know, like drying your carcass out there on it. Oh well. No, I'm old enough now. I don't have to worry about Christmas trees or decorating, nothing. The kids do it all, the grandkids do it all, and I just hang out and enjoy it. It's good to be old during Christmas. The wheels are 20-inch. I'm pretty sure the tires are LT 285. My truck 60, get pretty wide. 2OE all terrain. I think the Wrangler all terrains, but man, I'll show you a picture of them because they are grippy. They look like a mountain goat tire. They're ready to climb up that hill. And all what I've read of other reviewers that got the early ones, that they do pretty good off-road. I mean, it's heavier, so you're going to have a little more traction on the front axle, which can help you until you get in the sand and you're sinking all the time.
I don't want to bring it up to the desert, right?
Right. That's the whole thing about diesel. They've always been pretty heavy. And that was one of the reasons they didn't do it to the Power Wagon, because of the weight, and also because they needed, air circulation. And you put a diesel in there, it takes more air, and it's hard to put a winch on it.
Okay.
I know Ford's been doing that in a trimmer this last year, but I don't know exactly what they did different. I'm sure there's something that they figured out with all the engineers. But yeah, that'd be so cool. If they came up here and chopped down a burnt tree, it'd be like Charlie Brown Christmas. He had that one tree with one little ball hanging on it.
Yeah.
Man, it'd be perfect.